Today's presentation is about Japanese investment to Latin American countries. As we know, the share of Japanese foreign direct investments that went to Latin America was 12.7% in fiscal in 1994. This was an increase of 3.4 percentage points over the previous year. The problem of external debt has been dealt with for now, and improvement is taking place in other factors that have hindered direct investment in the region. By type of business, 15% of cumulative total of Japanese direct investment in Latin America through fiscal 1994 was in manufacturing, and about 85% was in non-manufacturing industries, including 33% in finance and insurance, and 32% in transport. The non-manufacturing share is higher than for other regions. Panama ranks first in Latin America as a target country for this investment. The bulk of it is from the transport industry in connection with flags of convenience. Almost all the investments in the British territories of the Cayman Island and Bermuda in the Bahamas. As independent commonwealths is by finance and insurance industry institutions aiming to take advantage of these places' special features as tax havens. While Japanese direct investment in such non-manufacturing fields as finance and transport is increasing, fiscal 1994 brought an even more dramatic rise in investing in manufacturing in Latin America, which came to 1,159 million US dollar, more than triple the previous year's figure of 364 million US dollar. Since the start of the 1990s, Latin America economy rebuilding has progressed, and the firm growth has been maintained. Under these conditions, the environment for investing has been improving. Private sector's business in Japan have recently been turning their attention once again in the direction of this region. Current examples of activities in this area include the recent decision by Japanese automobile manufacturers to set up operations in Argentina and Brazil. Capital investment in a pulp factory in Brazil, investment in construction of an oil refinery also in Brazil, participation in telecommunication enterprises in Colombia, and investment in construction of a steel-making plant in Venezuela. It's the policy of Japanese government to encourage such investment in Latin America through auxiliary support. When considering direct investment in other countries, Japanese corporations take an overall view of such factors in infrastructure, wage levels, market size, and stability of economic policies. They have become quite cautious in making their decisions in the context of domestic economic sluggishness that has followed the collapse of speculative bubbles that formed in Japan in the late 1980s. Under these conditions, it's necessary to indicate the advantage of investment in Latin America clearly and concretely. For most Japanese businesses, this region still seems very distant. The Japanese government is doing its part in the Japanese business community. Alright, it was just facts about the Japanese investment in the history. So now I want to talk about what I learned from this class so far. Basically, the first thing was about globalization, which is the growing independence of world's economies, and also I learned about economic theories and policies, what's the benefit of these theories, and also international trades, how countries traded each other. Also, we learned about writing essays, and I learned about what ODAs and also the APEC. And the last thing was the Asian countries and Latin American countries' future relations, like how they will continue, how like what to trade with each other. It was all about these two continents' future relations. Thank you for your attention.